Hey everyone, welcome to another new episode of Lifestyle Today. I'm Justine Santinello. I am very excited because today marks the official start of our holiday episodes. Yay! Now, don't worry, we would never forget about Thanksgiving here at the show, so we will bring you some entertaining essentials a little bit later on. Plus, we'll get a jump on gift guides, ways to give back this season, and so much more. Now, I'm sure that we can all agree that the holiday season is really all about the food, honestly. So, who better to help us kick off today's show than the cake boss himself, Buddy Valastro? Buddy has two new shows on A&E that just premiered, and he's here to tell us all about it. Welcome, Buddy.
Hi, Justine.
So, not one, but two new shows. Wow. So, let's start with Legends of the Fork. Very cute name, by the way. Can you tell us a little bit about that show in particular? And if you have a favorite restaurant that you visited that really stood out to you?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, Legends of the Fork for me was like my dream job. I got to not be at the factory for a couple weeks, and I got to go around the country, eat delicious food, meet amazing chefs. But really, the journey was about to find out what is the secret sauce that makes these places legendary. Is it the matriarch, the patriarch, the chef, the ingredients, the secret dishes, the razzle dazzle, the show? Why do people keep coming back? And let's take Patsy's in New York. I mean, the stuffed veal chop from South was like butter. And you hear stories of how his grandpa opened. They weren't supposed to be open on Christmas Day, but Sinatra said, "Hey, Sal, can I get a table for tomorrow?" And he didn't know how to say no to Sinatra, so he made everybody work on Christmas Day. They brought their families there and they celebrated there with Sinatra. You hear those stories, it's just beautiful to hear those things. And I had a lot of fun doing it. I get in the kitchen and I really understand why these places are legendary.
So, I am now a Jersey girl, and I hear that you visit quite a few Jersey favorites. Which one should I be running to first?
Oh, Antique Bar and Grill in Hoboken.
Wow,
Um,
okay.
Whole restaurant is conceived on a 150-year-old brick bread oven. That the bread bakery went out of business. The guy didn't want to see the oven get ripped out. He went in and he had a chef design a whole menu to be cooked in the oven. So they have a 1500-degree hot hole where the coal is. I mean, they throw steaks on there, boom, boom, and then they stick them in the back of the oven. They do a bread pudding that blew my mind. It was one of my favorite places on the whole tour, and coincidentally, it was in Hoboken.
So my mom and I used to watch your very first show together. We used to watch it all the time. Will Buddy Velastro's Cake Dynasty be similar to that original show?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Cake Boss was on for 10 years. I mean, we did 300 episodes, and it was a different part of my life. Right now, this is where my life is now. Like my kids were never really on the show; they were on a little bit, but now they're older and now they're part of the business, right? And back then it was one bakery, right? Now I have 13 bakeries, six fast casual restaurants, one full-fledged Italian restaurant at the Venetian, two bakeries in Canada, eight in Brazil, 75 vending machines. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I want my favorite part of doing Cake Boss was when I inspired people to want to bake or inspired people to follow their dreams. And honestly, I didn't know that it was going to do that. It was just me being me, right? Because it was my life, it was my reality of who I am and what I do. So I want people to watch the show and know that my dream with my dad was to make this bakery a household name. Now my dream is to build an empire with my wife and kids. And the secret sauce that I show you guys is the roots or the values that my parents instilled in me and I instilled them in my kids. Like you got to be there in the morning. I'm up every morning at 5 a.m. We're working on the lines with the people. I'm still on my hands and knees scrubbing floors, and that'll never change. And I'm instilling those values in my kids. And I want people to watch the show and feel inspired that they can do anything, and really see what it is, like the secret sauce to who we are. I believe, people always ask me why, how do you do it and whatever, and you're gonna see.
So obviously your business has grown leaps and bounds since we first met you on TV all those years ago. Is there anything that you haven't accomplished yet, or anything that you still have your sights set on?
Well, my greatest accomplishment and the thing that I'm most proud of is my family. And to be able to take them and build something together, because I know, look, I feel good when I do something. I'm a problem solver at heart, right? Like really, like if I'm watching Jeopardy, I want to answer the questions. Like, so when I want to do a business or I want to do a project or I'm thinking of something, I want to figure it out so that it's perfect. And then when you do accomplish it, you get a feeling of self-worth. It's not even about money. It's more about that you can do it. And I want to show my kids that, and I want to do that with them. I think it's a really fun show. It was a lot of fun to film, and I want people to know that, yeah, I've successful accomplishments, but I'm still the same guy. I'm still a baker from Hoboken, New Jersey, and it goes back to those fundamental lessons that my dad taught me. You have to be there. You gotta you set the tempo. You have to your blood's gotta boil when you work. You gotta really give everything you got. You gotta lead by example. You can't trip over something. You gotta be the one picking it up. You have to show them this is the standard. This is how we do things. And it's what I do.
Thank you so much for being with us, buddy. This was awesome.
Thank you.